You probably know someone who prides themselves on being chilled or unbothered or saying they're just not that emotional. But here's the truth. A lot of what looks like or is claimed as emotional intelligence is actually just emotional avoidance, emotional repression, control, or shutdown. So today I'm breaking down 5 signs that someone isn't as emotionally intelligent as they say they are in under 8 minutes so that you can spot it right away and stop feeling like the crazy one. But first, if you're new here, I'm Julia Christina, and I am a registered clinical therapist, a researcher, a coach, a speaker, and the author of my book, Drive Your Own Darn Bus. And I've taught thousands of people how to change their lives from the inside out, one key shift at a time. Okay, let's get into this. And make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to tell you what emotional maturity actually is and how anyone can get more of it pretty quickly. Sign number 1, that someone isn't as emotionally mature as they think they are. They mistake emotional avoidance for emotional maturity. You know the pattern. They act all unbothered when the other person or you are feeling something. But the truth is, they're not unbothered. They're actually just detached. They'll say things like, I don't get emotional, or I just don't let things get to me the same way you do. But more often than not, that's not self-regulation. That's repression. Real emotional intelligence isn't about pretending you have it all together and acting like you don't feel anything. It's about being able to be honest about what you feel. Sign number 2, that someone isn't as emotionally intelligent as they say they are. They confuse being unbothered with being evolved. They see emotional expression as weakness from you, from other people. They turn their nose down at it. They scoff at it. They might subtly or even really overtly judge anyone for expressing honest emotion. And they themselves don't open up. They rarely apologize. They even more rarely take any responsibility for their part of things. And they don't usually engage in deep, honest, or self-reflective conversations because to them, vulnerability feels unsafe. But real emotional maturity isn't about avoiding emotions or avoiding depth. It's about being willing to face it, to get curious about it, and to explore it. And then sign number 3, that someone isn't as emotionally intelligent as they think, is that even though they claim to be chill, when they feel even a little bit threatened, they react immediately by getting their dukes up, getting their defenses ready, ready to fight, ready to argue, ready to shift the blame back onto the other person. And instead of pausing to process or to self-reflect or take any honest responsibility, they lash out, they shut down, or they punish through blame shifting or the silent treatment. But real emotional intelligence knows that big emotions need some time and some space to process. They need some time for self-reflection, and they absolutely need self-awareness. Sign number 4, that someone isn't as emotionally mature as they think. They think other people cause their triggers. They'll say things like, well, you made me feel this way. Or if you hadn't done this, then I wouldn't have done that. If you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have reacted in this way. If someone keeps blaming everyone else for their reactions, then they haven't learned self-responsibility yet. Because emotionally intelligent people understand that triggers are revealed by others, not caused by them. Triggers are mirrors, not weapons. And sign number 5, that someone isn't as emotionally intelligent as they think. They always need to prove that they're right. They argue to win, not to understand. They'll debate, twist words, or talk over people because control feels safer than connection and understanding. But emotionally intelligent people prioritize peace over proving a point. Not because they're weak, but because they've learned that arguing with people that are not open to learning or to growth are not worth their effort or their peace. Emotional maturity means allowing oneself to feel honestly and deeply without shouting, acting shifty, or shutting down. In other words, regulate those emotions or they will regulate you. If you want to learn how to do that for yourself or pass this on to someone else, I have something for you. It's my 3-step emotional reset plan that's going to teach you or anyone else how to get those foundations of emotional maturity by learning how to regulate big feelings when they are coming up so that we don't react, lash out, or shut down. And right now, I'm giving it to you for free. So make sure you grab that. The link is in the description below. And let me know which one of these connected with you. Which one of them do you see in someone else? And if you're feeling brave, if you're feeling honest, if you're feeling vulnerable, do you see any of them in yourself? Because when we can learn better, then we can know better, then we can do better, and we can live better. It is always good to have you here. And until next time, take good care of yourself and take good care of those around you. Bye for now.